Welcome to this chapter. In this chapter, we'll learn how to extract something from the background. In Photoshop, we have mostly two tools dedicated for the selection purpose, which can be accessed by pressing W on your keyboard. Okay, so these are two basic tools for dedicated specially for the selection purpose or extracting something from the background. Like one is quick selection tool and second is magic wand tool. All right, you can access these tools from your keyboard itself by pressing. If you press W on your keyboard, then you will select this tool is selected automatically. But if you want this another tool to be selected, just press shift and W again and it will select the magic wand tool. So let me first explain you how the magic wand works. It works based on the colors available in your image. Like for instance, in this image we have this gray sky. So if I just click it, and it will start selecting it. But the you can see that if I'm clicking on another part of the image like here and here, it what it does, it just removes the selection which I made previously. So in order to keep both the selections and keep your previous selection intact, you just need to press shift and it will start adding new areas to your selection. Okay, so this way you won't lose the previous selection. And if you want something to be subtracted from your selection, then you can use alt and you can start removing or subtracting that part of the image from your selection. All right, next tool is the quick selection tool. It also works similarly like the brush tool. Wherever you want the selection to be made, you just start painting over it. All right, if I want this area, I just paint it and it got selected. If I want selection to be on this, it will start selecting it. All right, and now you must be wondering that if I start painting on these areas and other stones, why it has not deselected the previous selections, because which was happening with us in the quick magic wand tool, because I have selected the second part, add to the selection option over here. All right, this one, second one plus, and if I just select this one and start painting on the new area, it will subtract the previous selection or it will leave the previous selection made by me. All right, so and if it also works the similar way, if I want something to be not included in my selection, then I can press alt from the keyboard and start painting over that area. All right, so it will take away the selection from that particular image or that area. All right, so let me just start it and let's select our stone or rocks here. All right, I'm using this quick selection tool, and by pressing shift I can add these. All right, and what is the next step? Next step is just you can click this little mask icon. It is here, it's small. All right, you can just click and it will make the selection for you. It will extract the object whichever is selected for you from the background. But this is not the perfect selection. Let me show you what I mean. If I just make a new layer and fill it with another color like black or white, you can see the edges are very hard. These are not soft. All right, So what if you want to make them soft? You just need to just press Control and select this mask and press Alt, Control or Command and R on your keyboard, and it will come up with this refine as panel. Alright, so what you can do over here, you can just check this smart radius, which is basically useful if you are selecting some grass or the hairs or any kind of a fur available in your object. And second is smoothing. It smooth out the edges of your selection, like in this case feather. Again, feather, it adds some feathers. If you don't not aware of what feather is the this transition between a hard edge and the this area. So wherever you will put this image, then it will start that image area into this image. So I'll recommend that you keep it very low, like zero point 0.5 or zero point 0.7. Second is the contrast between your selection and this non-selected area. You can shift the edges, like it will select whatever your selection was, it will shift inside, and if you want to grow it, it will grow it for you. All right, so I recommend you keep it -4 or something, -4, -5, -3, very little, or based on the selection you have made. And decontaminate colors, this option, you can see it's decontaminate colors option over here. It can be used to make your selection more smoother, because if some kind of a different colors sometimes available when we select these, make these selections, then it will remove that color from the selection. Now here are the different options on output too. All right, so what these different options are, you can see selection, layer mask, new layer with layer mask, new document, or new document with layer mask. I would prefer you select new layer with layer mask and press OK. And if you'll do that, it will give you the smoother selection. Alright, this was the new one and this is the previous. Though the difference is very slight, but you can see these here we have the hard edges. Alright, and now we have hard edges and now we have soft edges. Alright, so this is the difference between these two selection methods. Alright, so now we have selected this area or this stones, we can save them